Hello, amazing person. How are you doing? Welcome to today's class. This is the last class in the Brand to Influence series. As you can remember, we've had series of classes in this series, Brand to Influence, that teaches you how to utilize what you know, utilize your skill set, utilize whatever you have, your device, right? Show yourself online, show yourself, become visible, and get profitable in what you do. So we've shown you how to build a brand and how to grow your brand into influence, right? That's what this series has been all about, and this is the last class in this series. All right. Now, if you are just tuning in or if you're just joining us, I am Eke Manuel Ikechuku, and I am your friend on paper as well as your friend on social media. And obviously, it's my pleasure to be meeting you. If you're just new or if this is your first time, you're on the right track. I would want that after watching this video, you go back to the playlist to see the other videos in this series so that you get a whole grasp, okay, of everything that we've shared, of how to find who you are, find your identity, find what you want to be talking about, what you want to sell, what you want to share, right? How to set your goals, what do you want on the internet, and how to go about achieving them. All right. So without further ado, just give me a minute. All right. Without further ado, I'm going to be diving right in. I don't want this class to be as long as the previous one. I know I always say this, and yes, this class is going to be as succinct as possible. All right. Um, last in the previous classes, okay, these are the series of what we've talked about. So we've talked about how to find your why. Why do you want to do what you want to do? What is it that you want on the internet, first of all? Do you want to get scholarships? Do you want to position yourself for scholarships? Do you want to position yourself for to sell your product or services? Do you want to impact lives? Do you want to gain international opportunities and trainings, access to all those kind of things? So you have to define what goal it is you want to get using your device, using the internet, right? Then the next thing is why do you want to do that? Why do you want to achieve that? Why do you want to impact people? Why do you want to sell more? Why do you want to create wealth? Why do you want to get influence? Why do you want to become recognized? Why do you want to build authority? Why do you want to do what you want to do? Okay, if you're able to define the why, and I showed you exactly how to go about it, then the next thing is deciding how do you want to go about it. How do you want to go about influencing people? How do you want to go about building a brand that can influence youth? How do you want to build a brand that can influence that can position you as an expert in real estate? How do you go about building a brand that can position you as an authority in health, in wealth, in fitness? Do you understand? So you have to structure how to do that. And that was what we did in class one. All right. Then we talked about building brand assets. So what is the message you want to be passing across to your audience? Because even if you're selling something, you are passing a message. I told you that if you are selling a perfume, for example, you are selling confidence to your audience, to the person that will be buying from you. So, what is the message that you are selling or you are trying to pass across to whoever will be listening to you, whoever will be following you? When you've gotten that, what is your voice? Are you going to be using a playful tone? Are you going to be so macho? Are you going to be soft, calm? What's going to be your demeanor, right? So you have to figure that out. Your message, your voice, your personality, okay, your assets, your logo, your colors, your website, your all those things are your assets, right? So those were what we talked about rather. Those were what we talked about in class two. So you have to figure those out and work on them. And I shared some of the tools that you can use to do that. So please refer back to video two on the series. And then the next time we talked again, the next video was about being oversubscribed. So how do you now build that authority and that influence that when they mention your name, people be like, that is the go-to person for whatever you do. So if you talk about real estate or if you do real estate, how do you position yourself so that everybody wants to buy real estate from you? When they mention real estate, your name comes to mind. If you do perfumes, if you sell books, let's say you do books on productivity. Now, how do you position yourself in such a way that whenever productivity is mentioned, they mention your name? For me, I am building myself around digital technology, right? So how do I position myself so that when they mention digital technology, especially among young people, my name will be mentioned? Do you understand? So those are what we talk about in being oversubscribed. And I gave the concept of giving value, always giving value, always, always, always give value, no matter what you do. So even if you're selling, give value so that people learn from what you do, right? So always give value so that people learn from what you do. Okay, whether you are selling a product or a service, always let your audience or listeners learn one or two things from you, so that even if they don't want to buy now, but because of the fact that you are teaching them, you are lecturing them, you are making them to like you, to know you, to love you, to trust you, then when they have the money or when they need that your service, they can now buy from you. And even if they don't buy, they can refer you to someone, someone to you. Do you understand? So basically, getting oversubscribed is how do you position yourself? How do you build your know, your like, your trust? How do you get people to see you, as the go-to person for whatever you do? All right. So I gave nuggets, I gave steps, I gave processes that you can follow to build your know, like, and trust to become oversubscribed, as a book would say. All right. Now, in the next one, we talked about getting found. How do you make yourself found? How do you make yourself visible? Because it is one thing to do something, but it's another thing for people to know you. So how do you get people to know you? I talked about things like building authority through writing books, through showing up on podcasts and physical events, through guest blogging, to guests becoming podcast guests, through creating content actually. So how do you show yourself? Let people know that okay, this guy does this, right? So that's the concept of getting found. I also talked about harnessing and utilizing search engine optimization on your brand assets. So on your content, what are the things, keywords you have to put that will make your content resonate? So whenever somebody searches something around that keyword, you are found, right? How do you use hashtags? How do you use mentions? How do you use posting schedules? How do you influence the algorithm of social media or Google to favor you? So that, do you understand? So what time do you post? How consistently do you post? What's the quality of your post? What are the hashtags you use in your post? What are the keywords you use in your post? All these things matter a lot because they influence the algorithm of your social media platforms and of Google, right? To easily find you. So when somebody searches something related to you, because you are always consistent, because you are found favor with the algorithm, your post comes to the top. And the algorithm can show your post to other people. Do you understand? So that is how you influence SEO so that you can be visible. So that's about getting found and building visibility. Another thing I talked about in making yourself an authority was about going for awards, going for nominations, right? When you see awards, when you see nominations, please go for them by all means, okay? So that the value and the perception people have of you increases. Do you understand? All right. So, what else? I think there was something else we talked about. I just can't remember. But let's go into today's um, talk. So today I'm going to be telling us automate things. You need to automate things. Somebody say automate things. Automate things. So I'm coming. So this is our topic. Automate things. Okay. Here there on the screen, automate things. So when you've built you know what you want, you know the people you're serving, you know how you want to influence them, how you want to get to them, how you want to sell to them, right? You have started talking about, people are beginning to know you, people are beginning to like you, to trust you. They are seeing you on newspapers, they are seeing you on the radio, on the television, on social media, like you're in their face. How do you automate things? How do you do it so that they are constantly in your circle, so that they constantly buy from you, they constantly listen to you, right? You don't want to be going always all the time to go and be talking to. It can be stressing. I mean, you're a human being and you may have other things that you do on the side, right? So how do you automate everything? That's what we're going to be talking about today. So first of all, I would want to reiterate that just in case you've not had your brand assets, you've not created brand assets, please at this point you really need to have them. So by brand asset, and I'm talking about social media presence, I'm talking about websites, I'm talking about blogs, I'm talking about maybe a YouTube channel, I'm talking about a Slack, depending on you, okay? Find what works for you. But I mean, you should have an asset on social media, an asset on the internet. So a website, a blog, maybe Medium, Telegram, WhatsApp, just have online presence. Beautiful. Have online presence. Okay. Now, then you have online presence where you share your content, where you talk about things that you do, where you share your services or your products, right? And now you begin to go out to other places, reaching out to people, right? People are sharing your content, are beginning to see you, people that don't know you before. Now, how do you channel all these people that are seeing you from outside? How do you bring them into your world? How do you bring them into your world so they consume more of your content, so that they learn from you, so that you influence them now directly, so that they buy your products from you? The answer to having this whole setup is having a funnel system. Okay, having a funnel system, and I'm going to be explaining what it is. But just know that you need to have a funnel system. And for you to have a funnel system, first of all, you need to have websites or social media presence, online presence, basically. You need to have brand assets on the internet. Okay? Now, okay, just see it like this. Your business is like your what you do is like a school or whatever, say a church on the internet. So you build your church on the internet. Maybe that's on Facebook or and I'm not using church now. I'm saying that assume that what you do is a church or is okay. Let's just say your organization. Okay, so you have an organization, whatever that is. It could be non-profit, it could be a business, whatever it is. But let it have a presence on the internet. Now, when it has a presence on the internet, what you do is you go out and win souls, reach out to people, and then bring them to your business, to your church, to your organization. Okay. Now, that is a funnel system. When you get those people, at the end of the day, if you are impacting them, you want to impact them, you want them to learn from you, you want them to study from you, you want them to buy from you if that's your plan, okay, and everything. You just want to, so basically, you have to find a way to pull them in and then get whatever it is that you want to get. So you need a funnel system. Now, you know what a funnel is? A funnel is a wide shaped vessel, right? Is it a vessel now? Whatever. But you know what a funnel is, right? So at the top is wide and then it's narrowed down and streamlined. So that's a funnel. Like your normal funnel that you used to pour water, fuel, oil, right? So good. So what this means is that when you get people, you have to go out, go write books, let people know about you, go to seminars, people know about you, go to radio, go to the newspapers, go to just everywhere you can gather people, do run adverts and everything. Now, all those people are coming to know who you are. There are plenty. They enter your funnel, right? When they enter your funnel, that is the top of the funnel. You now begin to give them other things that you do, other services that you do. Tell them more about yourself. Teach them, teach them, teach them. They are beginning to reduce because obviously not everybody that knows that comes into your world will like you. So some people will go out, some people will drop out. So they are streamlined, right? Now, if you have a service to sell, you cannot be like, okay, I have this product for you, I have this product for you, blah, 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 blah. Obviously, not everybody will still buy from you, at least not at the same time. So the number is reduced, fewer persons buy from you. Do you understand? So at first, I had plenty people, let's say 1,000 persons, and then I begin to tell them about myself, shape them to my world. And some people say, no, this is not for me. Some people say, okay, it's for me. and all that, and then the number begins to reduce and reduce. Then I begin to sell to them, and then this what I have. So that's like a funnel, right? Now it's raining outside, so I'll try to increase my voice, my volume. All right. So when people are buying from you now, what happens is this: you've created a funnel, right? But you don't want to be doing that all the time, so you need to automate things. That's where we come back to our topic now. You need to automate things. So what you have to do first of all is have those contents that can catch them outside your evangelism material now for your business, for your brand. Okay. So it could be a book that you have, it could be a free webinar. Most times people talk about using freebies, and I'll tell you why using freebies is the best. Just look at this. You go to an aboki person. If you're Nigerian, you know what who an aboki is, like the northerners that prepare suya, this meat, barbecued meat, right? So when you go, they will give you a little to taste. I'd be like, oh, there's one thing about tasting something. You are interested. Okay, I need, even if you don't want to buy, but because you've tasted it, be like, okay, give me 500 naira on, right? Now, they have captured you into their world. In the same manner, YouTube should have a free content, a free thing that you can give out to your audience, your target audience. So let's say you are into selling perfumes. I don't know why I like using that, but let's assume you're into selling perfumes. You can do a free book on best perfumes to wear on a wedding or wear to a wedding, best fragrances to use for this occasion or that occasion, best perfumes to use as a guide to attract a lady. You see, if you can do a book on that, or a webinar on that, or a video on that, my dear, many people want to watch it. And when they are watching, you can now be like, okay, please follow me on my social media handle at blah blah blah. You see, they will go. Now, what have you done? You have dragged them from wherever they saw that ad to your social media handle. You can direct them to your website, whatever. You can direct them to your email list, especially email list, and I'll talk about that later. But the thing now is that you've gotten them into your world. They're now following you, so they can now be seeing more of the content you do, right? Good. Now, when they are in your world, remember they're now at the top of the funnel. Now be like, okay, so today I'm going to talk about this perfume. It's made in the United Arab Emirates. It lasts for this hour. It lasts for this hour. Blah blah blah. You just tell them about different things that you do, right? Teach them how to build their confidence, how to wear perfumes. Just continue nurturing them and nurturing them and nurturing them. You cannot be like, okay, this perfume is sold at this one. This one is sold at this price. This one is sold at this price. Because they have been following you, they're already in your system. If they really want to buy it, they'll buy from you. Do you understand? But now there's a way to automate these things. There's a way to automate it. That will lead us to email marketing or having an email list. Remember, I mentioned it before, somewhere at the top. So let me use myself and what I do right now. I am giving you this brand to influence class for free. You're not paying me. And I'll be like, okay, so this is how to build your brand. These are the things you need to do. If you need coaching or if you need this thing, reach out to me. If you need this, reach out to me. Now you're coming already in my world because you are following what are my teachings. You're following me on social media, perhaps you're on my email list already. Okay. So let's just assume that I don't know you from Adam, right? And I want you to join my email list, or I want to get you into my world so that I can be hearing things that I do. I can come online or do an ad or maybe on my social media. I can be like, okay, learn how to maximize your internet usage or learn how to utilize your device, the device that you have, the mobile phone in your hand, the Android phone in your hand, learn how to use them to gain scholarship abroad. If you're a person interested in scholarship, you will be interested. You'll be like, okay, click on this. Do you understand? You'll be interested. So you want to click and read or watch the video. If you're someone that's interested in, let's say, how to sell more, how to make more money online, I can be like, learn how to use your mobile devices to make more sales or generate wealth that can help you to become financially free. If you are someone interested in that, you'll be like, oh, let me watch this video. Let me read this book. And I'll be like, please click on this link to get access to the video, or click on this link to get access to the ebook, depending on what I have. So this is a video, so I can say click on this link to watch the video. When they click on the link, it will ask them, give me your email address so I can deliver it to your email box. We want to be sure that it gets to you. Or we can be like, um click on this link, please fill in your email address, because we are going to be asking you, or we're going to give you the workbook to be sure that you really followed up with what you were taught. We're going to give you a workbook or maybe a free PDF that will help you plan your online presence by yourself practically. But we need your email address for that. So obviously you want to watch the video, you also want that workbook that where you can like jot down your learning, your findings, and plan yourself. So you put in your email address, and then we give you access to watch the video. And then in your emails now you'll be getting email. Hello, I'm Eke Emmanuel Ikechuku. I'm the CEO of DigiMec. I am the founder of DigiMec. I have New Generation Africa where we help students get scholarships and other things. I have DigiMec where we help businesses and brands to become visible and profitable. I hope you like the brand to influence course that you actually took. What are your lessons or blah blah blah? What have you learned? Your take homes? Please share with me. That is day one. Day two, you now, or maybe after a week, depending on how I decide to automate things, I can now say, okay, and this is, I can just do all this one day, and then anybody that comes to my funnel, even if it's 10 years later, they'll get it. So depending on how I set my automation, on let's say day three, because I will not want to bombard you. So let's say on day three, you now get an email. Hello, my friend, your name. Oh, hello, let's say you are John. Hello, John. This is Emmanuel AK. Remember Brand to Influence Mastermind or Brand to Influence course, right? So remember, I promised that I was going to give you a workbook that you would that will help you plan your strategy on social media. But I just wanted to be sure that you finished watching the videos. Anyways, here is the workbook that I promised you. Please make sure you fill it and let me know your feedback. Yeah. You'll be like, oh wow, this guy is good. You use the workbook plan. Okay, I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to be doing this as a strategy. I'm going to be following blah blah blah. Wow, this is awesome. I learned a lot. I'll now come another day, maybe after a week. Hi, John. I trust you're doing great, and I hope you found the ebook helpful. Now, because I want to help young people to utilize digital technology better, I want to find out the category you're in. Do you want to get access to scholarships? Please join my WhatsApp, my Facebook community, New Generation Africa. Do you want to learn how to earn money online? I have this program, the Affiliate Marketing Blueprint, and it's available on Seller. Click on this link to access it. Now, because you're already on my email list, instead of selling it at 5,000 naira, or instead of selling it at 10,000 naira, so instead of selling it at 20,000 naira, because you're on my email list, you can get access to it at 10,000 naira. Um, Join, click on this link now, blah blah blah. So I don't want to give you my strategy now. Come on. So basically, what happens is I can now be sending emails to you. You are now in my system. I can share when I think of something that you may like, because you are my target audience. I know the kind of things that you like. I can now be like, okay, let me send it out, right? Send it to John. So while I'm still doing that with you, because I automated things, those beginning ones, the video, they are still going online, getting more people and getting more people into the system. And then even if they come next year, they join next year. On the first day of joining, they'll see that my first email I sent to you, as if it is today I sent it to them. So basically that's automating things. So everything runs on autopilot. I can be sleeping and Jennifer is buying my course. I can be sleeping and Jennifer is following me online. I can be sleeping and Jennifer. Do you understand? That is because I automated things. So for you to be able to automate things, you need certain resources, you need certain assets. First off, you need a freebie, and I'm going to put it down on the screen there. You need a freebie, you need an email marketing software, you need your courses or whatever you are selling, your product, or services in different tiers. Now, you may not have that money to buy that my 10,000 naira course, right? All fingers are not equal. So I should have products that are some 5,000, some 3,000, some 10,000, some 20,000, depending on where they are, right? So that I can always have somebody buying from me. It's just the same thing as you who sells perfume. You have some perfume of 5,000, you have some perfume of 20,000, of 100,000. Beautiful. So you have a range of products so that when you are marketing this thing to them, if they are not reach this one, they can reach this one. If it does not reach this one, they can get this one. Do you understand me? So basically, you need a freebie that will draw them into your world. You need an email marketing system that you use to communicate to them on autopilot. You need your courses, your products, your services in different levels, different tiers, right? So that they can always buy from you. So I'm going to be putting it here on the screen. Um, Things you need for automation. You need what did I say again? Freebie to get them into your world. You need an email marketing system. Um, you need your products or services in tiers, so at different levels, right? So to automate things, you need a freebie to bring your target audience into your world. You need an email marketing system to communicate with them automatically, so you don't have to do it every time. And you need your products or services in tiers, in different levels, so that they can buy from you. All right, so that is it about automating things. Now, for us to go deeper into this, we'll need to talk more about email marketing, and that's like a whole class on its own, right? Shoot me a message like in the comments. Tell me if you want me to talk about email marketing, and I'm going to be doing a class on that. Okay. Um, Also, let me know if you have any questions to answer. Please shoot me a message. You can even use the DM, the comment section rather, and I'll answer you. Remember, I am AK Emmanuel Ikechukwu, and I am the CEO of DJ Merch. Okay, now DJ Merch for digital merchants, right? DJ Merch, right? So what we do, we help businesses and individuals, brands like yourselves, right, to do we do digital marketing, and we help you set up your digital assets. So things like this email marketing now, we do that for you. We help you set it up, okay? We help you set up your website, we help you set up your landing pages, your sales pages, we help you set up your communication system, okay? Now, also, we accept speaking gigs, like we speak to young people in churches and schools and communities. We train people on digital technology. We organize classes and trainings teaching people how to utilize the internet, how to so we talk to young people about utilizing digital technology. We also carry out brand assets like graphic designs for you as an individual or as an organization. We help you with your design works, we help you with your writing jobs, your CV writing, and the rest of them. So always reach out to me when you need any of those. You can follow me up on social media. Um, Follow me up on social media a minute. I want to pull up my handle. Pulling up my handle in a minute. So that is my name, AK Emmanuel. You can follow me on social media, Facebook, Instagram. I'm on LinkedIn as well. But for the sake of Digimec and Brand to Influence, I am strictly on Facebook. So shoot me a message, a DM, Facebook, aka Emmanuel. I will always chat you up and we can talk. Okay. If you have any jobs, any gigs, any speaking engagement, please reach out to me. Okay. Yes. So for my platform where I brand to influence mastermind, this is where I talked about, this is the place where I talk about branding and becoming visible as a brand and all. Just check brand to influence mastermind, please join. Then um make a post, please make a post. I know I've tried for us, right? Make a post saying what you've learned, things you've learned, just detail some of the things you've learned, okay? And then share on your social media using hashtag brand to influence, hashtag AK Manuel, hashtag digital literacy. Please, this will it will go a long way to help me become visible as well and to reach out to more persons who can still learn from this. Did you benefit from these classes, from this series of classes? If you've benefited, please don't be stingy. Share the videos, use this hashtag to make a post, okay, so that the world may see. I hope to see you at the top, to see your brand as a very well recognized brand. Okay, it's my dream and my hope, my prayers for you that you remain visible. All right. Thank you so very much. Has this been helpful? Yeah. Please go to the brand to influence mastermind and do all the assignments that are there. I look forward to hearing your feedbacks and results. Thank you so very much.